Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That 2nd down play nets a -4. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here's Allen. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. It's a big run that time by Bell. 41 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Herndon's got it complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike 19! Middle. Let's get in there now. Mike in. Let's go. Hey!
From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down, Bridgewater got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Henry Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He's going to take a shot right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
To the air, Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago, but remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018, and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a first down carry by Bell. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Bridgewater now. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. He's got a man, complete. A big play here for the Bills. 51 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They run here with Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll give to Smallwood out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Allen now on third and goal. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. The play after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
This will be caught by Brown. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it's caught by Herndon. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 10.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
We taking win calls.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
You don't know no better. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Check back.
They go play action. Bridgewater. is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Caught here by Bell. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
13 yards. First down, New York.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Bridgewater to throw it. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run back 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Bridgewater with a keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Teddy Bridgewater with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. To throw, it's Allen. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Allen now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. The 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Hauschka with the extra point. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Bell. And some room to roam now. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Bridgewater. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Round 80! I'm coming for you! You mine!
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They're able to find John Brown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Alpha!
From the gun, it's Allen. Open man here is Foster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Allen throwing complete to Foster. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
56.
Let's get it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A gain of 64 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the right side with Bell. He's got the first down inside the 10. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
You can't stop me.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Single, slide.
Hey, Echo.
Over there, you're on an island.
Alert.
Flare.
Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10 and 6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bills, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8 and 8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.